Hello once again, dear viewers. You're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to our news broadcast. Here are the headlines. President Isaias Afwerki receives message from General Abdul Fatah AlBashir. Tour of Independence Cup in Gaza region. "30 Palestinians killed in Gaza as violence escalates." Wildfire smoke from Alberta and British Columbia reaches the United States. In our domestic news, President Isaias Afwerki today received at the Dundon Hall Ambassador Abdul Fatah AlBashir, Special Envoy of Sudan's General Abdul Fatah AlBashir, Chairman of the Sudan Sovereign Council. At the meeting, Ambassador Abdul Fatah AlBashir delivered message from General Abdul Fatah AlBashir to President Isaias Afwerki. In their meeting, the two sides discussed on the objective situation in Sudan and on ways and means extricating Sudan from the current situation and role of neighboring countries and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. President Isaias Afwerki underlined on the urgency and imperative of ceasefire. President Isaias further stressed that the problem in Sudan can be solved by the Sudanese people themselves without complicating extraneous interference, and the function of Intergovernmental Authority on Development to supportive and facilitating role. President Isaias also clarified that deliberate disinformation disseminated by certain news outlets alleging, among others, that Eritrea was cooperating with the United Arab Emirates to give sanctuary to the Rapid Support Forces was utterly false and propagated as part and parcel of the usual smear campaigns against the country. The meeting was attended by Mr. Usman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Mr. Ahmed Isa, Eritrea's ambassador to the Sudan. Ambassador Abdul Fatah AlBashir returned home, concluding one-day working visit to Eritrea. The Independence Cup that started its journey from Nakfa on 24 April as part of its itinerary across the country in connection with the 32nd anniversary of Independence Day commenced its journey, concluding its tour to the northern and southern Red Sea and southern regions. The Independence Cup, accompanied by Mr. Abdul Fatah, Governor of the Southern Region, officials in the region, as well as army commanders and others, was handed over to Ambassador Mohammed Ali Haroui, Governor of Gaza region, at a ceremony organized in Molki Semi-Urban Center. Ambassador Mohammed Ali Haroui, on his part, handed over the Independence Cup to Mr. ERi-TV, Administrator of Molki Subzone, upon reaching Molki Semi-Urban Center. The Independence Cup was accorded warm welcome by the residents of the Semi-Urban Center and a number of jubilant residents of Gaza region, featuring cultural and artistic performances, as well as military parade. During its stay in Gaza region, the Independence Cup is expected to cover 1,700 kilometers. A meeting focusing on the second phase of HPV vaccination campaign that prevents cervical cancer was organized in Ansabar region on 8 and 9 May in Karen City. At the meeting, successes of the first round of the vaccination program that was carried out from 21 to 25 November 2022 was discussed, in which 691 health practitioners took part. 29,764 girls from 9 to 14 years of age were vaccinated. The report also indicated that geographical location of the region, coupled with nomadic ways of life of the people, has been the main challenges. The meeting also discussed on the second phase of the vaccination program that will be carried out from 29 May to 2nd June. Speaking at the meeting, Colonel Tasfat Girmay, Director General of Social Service in the region, called on all partners to strengthen participation for the successful implementation of the vaccination program. Ambassador Abdullah Musa, Governor of the region, on his part, called on administrators at all levels to encourage parents to take their children to the vaccination centers and to conduct sustainable awareness-raising activities. Those are domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international news right after the short break. 30 Palestinians have been killed and 90 others injured in air attacks on the Gaza Strip since Tuesday, the Palestinian Health Ministry said. The victims include 6 children and 3 women, as well as the head of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad (PIJ) rocket force and his deputy. Palestinian factions in Gaza continued to fire rockets in retaliation from the besieged coastal enclave into Israel, killing 1 person yesterday. Amid mediation efforts by Egypt, neither side seemed ready to douse the worst flare-up since August, now in its 3rd day. The deaths of Ali Ghali and Ahmed Abu Daqa brought to 5 the number of senior figures from PIJ killed since the attacks in Gaza began earlier on Tuesday. Much of Canada and parts of the U.S. are blanketed by smoke as wildfires in the province of Alberta continue to rage. As of Thursday, there are 75 active wildfires in Alberta, 23 of which are considered out of control. Early May is typically the start of wildfire season in the region, but experts have said that this level activity is unusual. Temperatures are expected to rise sharply in the coming days, fueling concern of more fires to come. Images taken by the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration show the smoke from the Alberta wildfires has traveled far to the eastern portion of Canada, reaching Quebec and Ontario, down to the U.S.-Canada border. In the Washington, D.C. area, the National Weather Service said Thursday's bright orange sunset was caused by smoke from the Canadian wildfires that remain suspended in the upper atmosphere. As the fires in the Alberta continue to burn, 300 members of the Canadian military are being deployed to help local firefighters put out the flames on the ground and by air. Officials said the military will also aid with community evacuations. Nearly 30,000 people have been forced out of their homes since the fires began a week ago. Officials said that 28 schools remain closed due to the fires, affecting more than 6,000 students. Please stay tuned now for a recap of tonight's headlines. President Isaias Afwerki receives message from General Abdul Fatah AlBashir. Tour of Independence Cup in Gash Barka region. "30 Palestinians killed in Gaza as violence escalates." Wildfire smoke from Alberta and British Columbia reaches the United States. That was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.